Hey everybody, this is Reba Conley with Conleyscreations by Reba. And guess what? I'm done with the studio. Woohoo! I still have just a few paintings to hang up and some resin art that I did to hang up. But it is done a lot warmer. I don't have on a hoodie tonight like I've had to be wearing. And we're going to paint because I so need to paint. I need some therapy, people. Therapy. Yes, therapy. So we're going to paint tonight. Just a small one. We're going to just do an 8 by 10, and I'm going to do what we call a traveling open cup, I think is what it is. Anyway, we're going to use 2 napkin rings. They're over here. I'll show them to you. We're going to use 2 napkin rings to do our traveling pour. And the colors we're going to use tonight will be lake blue. Actually, it's a little bit of lake blue and sky blue by Master's Touch that I kind of mixed together. And I think I used 2 drops of midnight blue by Master's Touch. Master's Touch is kind of like a heavier, that paint comes in tubes. Well, now it's coming in jars, but the ones I have on hand are in tubes, and they kind of have like a thicker body to it. So you have to add a little bit more pouring medium or water to it, and to get it the consistency that you need. I ran out of Floetrol. So I'm using another pouring medium called Liquitex pouring medium. It's a little bit more expensive. It's not a little bit, it's a lot more expensive than Floetrol, but I do like it and I do use it occasionally. And I would suggest getting it on a sale somewhere because if you don't, you're going to pay a pretty penny for it. Floetrol is like $8 a bottle. And anyway, the second color we're going to use is a cobalt teal by Master's Touch. It's a heavy, thick body, so I used twice the amount of pouring medium and probably about 10 drops of water. I use a stopper for drops. I do not measure my paints. I go from the cup, 1 to 1 and all that kind of good stuff. And then I'm using Artist Loft White and Artist Loft Black. And we're using the consistency of warm honey because I want it to be able to move around on the canvas. Now the canvas that I'm using, like I said, is an 8 by 10. It's a used canvas. It's I didn't like this painting, so you can reuse your canvases as long as you don't have resin on them. I mean, I think some people even use them with the resin on them. I don't. I use them with only if they've just got paint on them. I don't use them if they've got any kind of cleaning or anything like that. Let's see, my train of thought just walked out the cotton picking door. And if you do it, it depends on what color you do your base. But most of the time, if you use the same familiar colors, and once you put your base on and you use enough paint, it covers all the old paint anyway. The canvas that I'm going to be working on is got an orangey coral colored, and so it really doesn't go with the colors I'm using. But I have a silver base also by Master's Touch on it. And I didn't go all out and make sure everything's covered. I just basically put one coat on there just to get the movement going, and then I'll put a couple puddles when we do the traveling napkin rings. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like my channel, please hit the subscriber button. I can use as many followers as I can get. And make sure you hit that little bell so that you'll know when I'm online. Or I downloaded a video, I believe. I'm sorry. And if you're new to my channel, I'm going to stress this every time I'm on here. You get what you see right now because I do not edit because I haven't learned that yet. Because this has been a learning process for me too. I'm 61 years old and I'm not a social media tech savvy person. Now you give me a nursing program and I can go through that probably with no problem. Show me once and that's it. But with all this newfangled contraptions that they got out there, I am a dummy. So please bear with me. And we're going to have some fun tonight. I not only do pour painting, but I do resin art. I do jewelry out of resin and other things. I make dominoes. We're going to be working on dominoes this weekend. So I may do a video with me pouring some dominoes because I've had 2 requests for Mardi Gras dominoes because Mardi Gras is coming up pretty soon. So, and I might be pouring some Valentine's stuff. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what we're going to do this weekend. Because it's been frigid, which is why I don't have Floetrol. It's been frigid cold here. And this gal does not get out in that frigid cold unless I absolutely have to. Because I can't afford to get sick. I have enough health problems. So just to... let's get going. Let's just have a lot of fun tonight. And if you like what you see, please comment. I just say, hi, gal. Hi, Reba. What's up? I don't care. And if you got something, with some constructive negativity, that's fine. I can take constructive criticism. But if you're one of them, I think my granddaughter calls it trolls, that leaves really nasty little remarks, you can just pass me on and go to the next person because I will not tolerate that. And but otherwise, because I'm a pretty decent person and I'm a hard worker and but we all come to a point in our life to where we find something that we like and we like to do. And I like this. And I'm like, you know what? I have enough friends. I can do a YouTube channel. Why not? And if you do paint something you don't like, well, it's just paint. It's just paint. If you get it fresh enough, it washes off the canvas really easy. And if not, you can scrape it off or whatever, or paint over your canvas. So let's get started and have some fun. I am going to move this little contraption over. And the purpose of doing my studio over was to where I could get the lighting fixed a little bit better. And so this is the first painting with the lighting that I've rearranged and all this kind of stuff. So I hope it works out good for you guys. And I hope you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to move the contraption over and we're going to get started. So you won't do anything but see my hands for a while, but I will be talking through the video. So let's get started. Let's see if I can get this booger situated the way it's supposed to be situated. Okay. And let's see. Let me push this booger in. Okay. Well, that's too much, Reba. I think it might be better. Okay. Yep. Let's bring it down some. Okay, so here's my canvas and here's my hands. And I touched my base, so now I've got a little mess up on there, and I'll just take my wet brush and go over it. Ooh, it already started setting. No way. Okay, well, let's scrape that one. See, we already get to fix something. How about that? So I'm going to scrape this off because it started setting and I touched it, so it's going to be all humped up. Okay, so we're going to paint over this again. And like I said, I know I have enough paint to where it's going to cover this really, really good. So you really can't see the silver in this, but we're going to do a little bit of white. So I'm going to put one puddle here. And then we're going to put another puddle. Let's do it here. And I've been sneezing and sniffling all day long, so please forgive me if I sneeze and sniffle. Okay, so here's the napkin rings we're going to be using. And let me, okay, and you know what? I'm going to hook up, well, no, because I think it's going to be too much. Okay, so, and then here's the other napkin ring we're going to be using. Okay, now we're going to start pouring colors. It's got the white in there, so let's go in one of the napkin rings. Let's go with our teal, cobalt teal. And we'll put some in that one. And then I'm going to do in this one, the blues mix. And you know what? That feels like it's a little thick again. That's the thing about Master's Touch, is that it kind of thickens up on its own. So let's see. Let me get my water. And I'm going to spray a little bit of water in here, because I don't want to do too much. Okay, so let's pour a little bit more. Let me tell y'all something funny. So last night I got in here and I was trying to do a painting and was recording it for today. And my darling grandson, who kind of like, you know, takes off with my phone, we're going to do white, had downloaded a lot of games. And so when I was doing the video, it showed this little message, not enough storage. And I almost had the painting done. And so I was kind of upset with him, and I chewed him out a little bit. And so today, my other grandson, he's not a phone dummy either. He loves his games. He's 19. He loves his games, but he doesn't even own a phone. So we sit there and we figured out how to get rid of a lot of storage. Oh, I need a black for that one. And, okay. So now we're going to lift up a little bit. So I said, well, you know what, you learn. So he knows he cannot use my phone again for a long time, especially when I'm doing this stuff right here. But anyway, we got it fixed. So here I am tonight. Okay. And we're going to do this. So once it starts getting like full, it eventually will start moving. It's supposed to anyway, but we're going to hope. If not, well, you know what? We'll just figure it out, and we'll just pour. If we have to lift it up ourselves, that's fine too. And I'm going to go ahead and get gloves on. I usually don't, because I like to get messy. However, I have a boo-boo on top of my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and protect it and get gloves on. And you know what? I've noticed too that once you get older, you really start having a lot of boo-boos. I have a lot of boo-boos. But I think it's because we think we can still do stuff that we can't. I really do. Even though I will try. So we're going to lift this up a little bit. Okay. And we're going to lift this one up a little bit. And we're going to move it down a little bit. Okay, we're going to put it right there, and we're going to travel some more. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pour some paint on top of this base and go in the middle to give it some traveling paint. So let me moved. Okay. Oh, we got some cell activity going on. That's good. You know, Liquitex is good about cell activity, but I just think Floetrol is the bomb diggity because you get such beautiful cells with Floetrol. Okay. So we got some traveling room there. And so we're going to do some more. Oh, we just did that color. So let's go and do white on top of this blue. Okay. And it's not any telling what we're going to have come out of this painting. And there we go. Okay. Let's move it around a little bit. There we go. This is the Traveler. And we're going to tilt it a little bit. I'm going to bring him over here. There we go. And I want to make sure I got enough paint, so we're going to just keep traveling with that one. Okay. And I'll lift up on them in just a minute, but I think I'm going to just be on the safe side. There we go. A little bit more paint. Alrighty. Okay. Now, we're going to do just a little bit more. Okay. And then we're going to do some white. And we're going to do that right here. Okay. So now we're going to move it all around like that. Okay, whoops, let me move this cup out of y'all's way. That's pretty cool. Okay. Then we're going to bring this one like that. Okay. Now we're going to tilt. Okay, actually we're not going to tilt. Now we are going to torch to get the air bubbles out. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, y'all. Okay, so let's get the air bubbles. Okay, and you know what? I want to try something as well, just for fun. So, let's just do some twirls and stuff. Okay, I need a, let's do, and we're going to bring him around. Okay, so we're fixing to see after we tilt what we can get out of this booger. Alrighty. Alright, let's tilt him. And we're going to go, let's go to this corner. Make sure you get your corners good. Oh, that's pretty. I know that when I do that way, y'all can't really see it. Now let me get this corner. Okay. All right. I got tape on the back of my canvas because this helps keep it from getting in too big of a mess, and I also put thumbtacks. Now I can see that we still have quite a bit of paint on this, so we're going to bring it this way. I really don't want to lose that aqua color. But we're going to bring it back this way and go down with them. See if we can spread that back out. Okay. Y'all look at there. Isn't that pretty? Looks like a bunch of little rivers. Okay. So when this, I'm gonna get this corner. All right, let's see this side. That corner looks good. I'm gonna go back this way because for some reason, looks like a lot of paint over there. So we're gonna bring it down. Oh yeah. Okay. Now that's plumb pretty. Looks like a long winding river. Okay, let me get my gloves off. And then we're going to torch it again. Okay. So let's torch it. I love these blues. Oh. So see, you can't even see the old canvas that's here. Okay. I'm going to take this right now and see if I can show y'all better of what it looks like. Okay, can you see it? Look at there. How pretty is that? Okay, so when this dries, it takes a while for it to dry. Some people like to wait a week. I test things at probably 7 to 8 days. And if I see that it's dried, then I'll go ahead and I'll put it in a nice warm room for it to finish drying for another couple of days. And then I will do my resin. Now, with this type of painting, you just wipe, once it dries, you'll just wipe it off with, and I use like a wet rag with Dawn dishwashing liquid on it. And so I'll wipe it off with the Dawn, and that's to keep any oils from your fingers and stuff like that off the painting, because resin and oils do not go good together. So, and I don't know why my light is acting funky up there, but it is. But anyway, so if you use, there's cell activators out there, and later on down the road we'll get more into the cell activators. I don't use any except Floetrol, and Floetrol conditions the paint, and I love the cell activation that it gives. I don't need big, weird looking stuff. Now, I have had a couple of paintings that has had a lot of cell activation to where it looked weird. But there it wound up beautiful. So once I resin it, I'll show y'all what it looks like. Once it dries, I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll resin it, and I'll let you watch me resin it. How about that? So resining's a pain in the rear end, but it makes your painting so much more beautiful, and I just love it. So y'all have a good night, and like I said, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If y'all see me looking back and forth, it's because I keep forgetting to look in this little camera right there. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if I would like to try to get a video done when I'm pouring the dominoes. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or Sunday. But I will definitely try to let y'all see me pour the Mardi Gras dominoes, because that's a lot of fun. And then you get to decorate, and it's even more fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't bore you too much. And y'all have a good night and a blessed weekend. And please stay safe, okay? And just be kind and unwind and be blessed. Y'all have a good night. Love you. Bye.